and I'm only 2 of those things. So the height thing, I can't. Nobody's gonna. I'm not taller than the mic. Like everything I was gonna say, screw it. I'm not taller than the mic. It's embarrassing. But come on, y'all, give it up for him one more time, y'all. It was great stuff. Coming to the stage now, David Beecher, ladies and gentlemen. This is his 4th performance. Am I right?
Yeah.
4th performance. So you know what? Fresh and new. We love it. I know he's gonna tear the house down. So get up here and do your thing, yo.
All right. I pooped in an elevator once. I took that shit to the next level. My name is David Beecher. That is Beecher. And first off, anyone have kids out here? Us kids, right? Fuck them kids, right? Just kidding, I got a couple stepdaughters, I love them, but never had a son. So if I ever was blessed with a son, I would name him Richard. That way in applications and such, he could write his name as Beecher Dick. Speaking of dicks, I was blessed with a 9-inch penis. That priest is now in jail. So anybody that want to be business owners out there, that's one of my dreams, to be a business owner, right? So one day I want to get a deli on the beach. And I'm going to name it Beecher Meat, home of the kosher salami. And yes, I am Jewish, if you didn't notice by the big Jew nose. Any other penny pinchers, I mean Jewish people out there? I can tell. Yeah. Do you know why Jewish people's noses are so big?
The air is free.
The air is free. Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year's. I hope the only negative things in 2022 is your COVID tests. Hey, did you hear the joke about the coronavirus? Never mind, I don't want to spread it around. But so many COVID tests out there, like so many, and I just read on Charlie Sheen's Twitter account, he's like, if you get 10 COVID tests, you get 1 free AIDS test. Oh man, remember back in school in the day, you know, you're sitting there and you had the farts, you had the cough to cover up your fart. So like, hey, cheer, you didn't hear you shit yourself. But now in COVID days, you got a fart to cover up your cough. Right? That shit's crazy. COVID, you gotta wear a mask. You gotta wash your hands, social distance, sanitize. And then at night, you go home to your bed and you're licking your partner's asshole. Makes no sense. Oh man, I saw my buddy Walt last week, went to his house, haven't seen him in a while. We're talking, he's right in my face without a mask. He's like, yo bro, I just got COVID like 2 weeks ago. Like right in my face, so I got a COVID test. Got my results back and is it hot in here? Is it just me? Alright, I'm gonna give $5 to the next person to do some Michael Jackson trivia. Who likes Michael Jackson out there? Michael Jackson? Huh? Alright. What's the difference between Michael Jackson and a COVID test? A COVID test can sometimes be negative, where I'm positive Michael Jackson fucks little boys. What's the difference between Michael Jackson and an astronaut? An astronaut walks on the moon, right? And Michael Jackson fucks little boys. Speaking of dead celebrities, a lot of celebrities have been dying. You know, you had what, John Madden, Bob Saget, Betty White, Meatloaf. One celebrity that hit home to me in the past was Robin Williams. He was one of my heroes, tragedy of how he died with suicide, but round of applause for Robin Williams. Right? I could do a killer impression of him. You ready? So 9/11, let me tell you the real story of 9/11, how it happened. Anyone hear the famous court case of New York City suing Domino's Pizza? New York City sued Domino's. It turns out, someone from the Twin Towers called up Domino's and was like, hello? I like 2 planes delivered.
Turns out Al Qaeda's part owner of Domino's had to get their product there 30 minutes or less. Speaking of tall buildings, Empire State Building, there's these two guys on the roof, right? So the one guy tells the other guy, he's like, listen, you jump from this spot right here, and there's this wind tunnel, and you'll float back on up. And the guy's like, bullshit. So the guy jumps off, goes and floats back on top. And he's like, no way, that's like some magic stuff, right? So he's like, look, I'll do it again. He jumps off, floats back on top. So the guy's like, I guess I gotta try this out. So he looks over, takes a deep breath, and jumps. Splat on the concrete. These two guys across the way, these regulars at a deli, they just go, that Clark Kent, he's such an asshole when he's drunk. Any Superman fans out there? Superman fans? You like the newer movies or the old one with like Christopher Reeves, where he's fighting Lex Luthor in a wheelchair? You remember those? What's a horse and kryptonite have in common? They both paralyze Superman. Why didn't Superman save the Twin Towers? Because he was a quadriplegic. But here's the true fact. Christopher Reeves and Robin Williams were both college friends. They were housemates in college. True story. I just wanted to tell you that to tie them in together. Any weed smokers out there? You love some weed, right? Fucking love weed, right? But weed is so strong nowadays, right? It's so strong, you smoke and you get that cotton mouth. And it's so bad, right? You take a drink and it actually gets worse. You ever had that weed that makes it so strong like that? Yeah. Well, if you have it and you need to, hit me up after the show and I got it. Just kidding. I do sell life insurance. That's what I do now. I just got my life insurance license, and that's pretty cool. Who has life insurance out there? Anyone? All right, there's a few. A lot of people don't have life insurance because they don't care if they live or die, right? But I care if you live. I want you to be alive. I want you to get that policy because I have bonuses to hit. You know what I'm saying? So medical examinations, you have to qualify sometimes for life insurance. So my buddy was getting one. He had to get someone to come to his house to check if he was healthy or unhealthy. So he did all he could to be healthy, Took his empty wine bottles, put in his neighbor's recycling bin, put on like this tracksuit, was around the corner, the lady showed up, he runs over. Oh man, this is my 6-mile walk, Sorry I'm late, I hit every crosswalk, Gotta be safety first. It's like a water, a kale smoothie, But unfortunately, he was deemed unhealthy. So the bad news is premiums went up, but the good news is you won't have to pay for as long as you thought. My uncle, he's got a policy. He's in his 50s, recently divorced. He wants a healthy lifestyle now, so he joined the gym at Planet Fitness, first time ever. So he goes in, finds the biggest guy, and he's like, hey man, what machine do I need to use to pick up a hot 20, 30-year-old? And the guy looks at him, he's like, you're in the wrong place. Pick up a hot chick, you need an ATM machine. Got himself a good hooker that night. Before that hook, he had to shave his balls, right? But hey, guys, have you ever shaving your balls and you do this, right? You're using your phone as a mirror to shave your balls, right? And everything's going good and everything's going great. And then you get nervous because there's so many likes on your phone. And most of them are from guys. Oh man, my aunt, right? Who just got divorced from my uncle. She has a deaf-mute daughter, and I love her to death. You know what I mean? Let's give a round of applause to my deaf-mute cousin. Round of applause. Come on, louder, louder, louder. It's all right, she can't hear it anyway. But a side note, did you know a hand job from a deaf person counts as oral? So my aunt sent my deaf-mute cousin to the fish market to pick up some mackerel. So she goes down to the fish market, goes to the guy behind the counter and was like, excuse me sir, I need 9 pounds of mackerel please. And the guy behind the counter is like, I don't know what you're saying. And he's like, 5 pounds of mackerel. And the guy's like, I don't know what you're saying. And she's like getting upset, she's like, 5 pounds. And he's like, I don't know. So she thinks. She takes her 2 fingers, puts it in her pussy, puts it in the guy's nose. He's like, holy mackerel. She's like, yeah, 5 pounds. So I'm David Beecher. I hope you're entertained. Round of applause. And I'll leave you with one word of wisdom. You have the power to change one thing a day. Make sure it's your underwear. You fuckers know who you are. Thank you.
Once again, give it up, ladies and gentlemen.